This is Zach and JP's Burnout Hijinks, where the hijinks burn out. So are we. I'm JP, and this is Zach. Zach can't really talk tonight, but we're here with a very special, weird edition of Zach and JP's Burnout Hijinks. Where are we? In hell? In space? We don't know. But guys, we are here with a very, very special edition. We're just doing cool stuff now. This is just how the show works. We do cool things in cool places. But yeah, we don't really have a whole lot to talk about. Ryan's not here either. Shout out to Ryan Minton. But I don't have Buddy. We'll have Buddy green screened in here. We'll put Buddy here because things are just weird. Zach may or may not be on vacation, so that's why I'm working with this guy. But we're just going to call him Zach for this episode. But yeah, let's go ahead and click to studio. Studio, yay. Okay, so here we are. Zach and JP's Burnout Hijinks, where the hijinks are burnout, so are we. I'm JP. We're recording this one the day before the roast battle that I'm about to do as Dr. Oedipus Schadenfreude, so we're going to see how that goes. Dr. Oedipus is excited. He told me that he is very German, very happy to be doing the show tonight. Thank you to the McChesneys for putting him on the show. But yeah, no. Zach did want me to do some promos. So we're doing next Thursday, the day after this episode comes out. There will be hitting the studio walls. There will be Zach and I live and in person doing stand-up comedy. Both of us, 15 minutes each, at Patty's Pub. That's going to be pretty cool. But yeah, so what do we want to talk about? I don't know. We'll probably cut to do a cool transition to talk about our things that we're doing outside. Yeah! We are transitioning to outside. Transition. Now we're outside. Heyo, what's going on? Hey. So we are now here on the porch because, we had to get out of the bowels of hell that we were in before. But now, speaking of bowels of hell, Zach, we've got some topics that you wanted me to talk about. And apparently it's hot as shit in Europe right now. Oh, you hear about this? Yeah, over in ye ollie old England. Heard it's 38 degrees Celsius today. 38 to 40, which is hot, apparently, because, you hear that here in America. Like, in America, we have this cool thing called, real temperatures, like the real ones, called Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit 9/11, I think, is what we call it. But it's this thing where it's a real number of measurement. So when I hear it's 38 degrees in the UK, I'm like, damn, for summer, that's cold. Cold as hell. I assume. But then, being a person who was raised to know that other countries do things a little bit differently. They do a little bit differently over there. You know what I mean? Like, they do things just a little bit differently down there. So they have this, Celsius is, they like smaller numbers. Because here in America, we like the big numbers, but they got the small numbers in Europe. The small portions. Here we have the big portions. Our portions are much bigger here. You see, in your country, you have such large portions with your large cups and whatnot. Yeah, but so I checked they're apparently they're having a heat wave over there in Europe though, and so I was like, God, what is it? Usually like 20 degrees or something. I guess they were like, yeah, because apparently that's correct. Because 38 degrees Celsius apparently translates to 104 degrees in American currency, American temperatures. So, Zach, are you aware about this? Yeah. 100 degrees out there. And those limey bastards don't know how to deal with the humidity. Now, like here in the South, we're good American boys. Like I live in North Carolina. I live in North Carolina. And, down here, as soon as it gets hot, it gets humid. Because there is moisture in and about the air right now. It's getting all of my things wet as we speak. And it's horrible. Like, you walk outside and it feels like... it's like our own version of Celsius to Fahrenheit. Like, there's Celsius, then there's Fahrenheit, then there's the humidity heat. Like, those are 3 different temperatures altogether. Like, the humidity temperature is a completely different temperature from the Fahrenheit temperature. So, really, I think we could probably just do without the Fahrenheit temperature and just stick with the humidity temperature. If we could just find a way to get rid of the Fahrenheit bullshit and just call the temperature, like, just tell me what the temperature is with the humidity added in. Like, that you give me the total when you... It's like when you buy something, right? You buy something. The taxes is included in the total, and they tell you the total. They don't make you add up the taxes and then guess the difference. And if you don't get, you get it wrong, then you're just fucking sweating through your shirt all day. Like, because that's what they're doing with Fahrenheit and humidity. That's just kind of what I'm telling you. Like, it's like they've got the extra. What is that extra? Tell me the extra. Can we just have the extra be in the whatchamacallit? I don't know. It's just kind of something that I've been thinking about personally, because like I think poor British. I get it. They don't have AC over there in their weird country because, like, I guess they haven't figured out land of the free. So obviously we have all the freon, they have their old buildings, They're old brickwork buildings and whatnot. It's made to withstand the rain. That's all we know how to handle over here in the UK. We've built all of our houses to handle rain, but now the sun's out and we don't like it. Blimey. I can't, like, all those pasty British people just, like, I mean, I'm a pasty dude, but, like, I get in the sun and I tan immediately. But you put a British person in the sun, it's like a hot red tomato. It's just as red as your shirt, Zach. You know what I mean? Get just a hot red tomato. It's horrible. Gross. But yeah, shout out to the UK with their cool heat wave. That's pretty cool. I don't feel horrible for them. Like, global warming is real. The planet's going to burn in a ball of dust, and it's gonna be cool. Like, we're just gonna reset everything. It's gonna happen. It's probably not gonna happen in our lifetimes. It could, unless we all kill ourselves tomorrow. That won't happen in our lifetimes, I don't think. But it's probably gonna start happening. I mean, it's starting. Happening. It's gonna start happening, right? It's starting. Close your mouth, Zach. Sorry, your brains are gonna leak out. But yeah, what else did you want to talk about? Scottish are drinking. They drink up all... Yeah, I know. Scottish are drinking. It's a big surprise. But yeah, the Scottish are drinking up all the booze in Massachusetts. Go Scots. Show those Irish that you know how to drink too. As a Scotch-Irish, I have no say in this. I think that, I think it's wrong to fight amongst our own people. And, I think we should be fighting the obvious enemy, the Americans. No, just kidding. Don't, give us your tired, you're poor, and your elonged penises with under your skirts. I don't know. But, like, it's really, like, just men in dresses out drinking each other, which I think is fun. Because I'm always a fan of men in dresses, as everybody knows. Yeah, it's just a crazy thing. I can only imagine, like, the conversations that have been had. Like, the arguments must be so incoherent. Because, like, not only is it Scottish people, but it's also, because I think it's football or something related. I don't remember what it was. But Scotland did something cool, and they drank all the beer in Boston. And it's great, because a drunk Bostonian, you can't understand either, right? You know what I mean? Zach knows. But yeah, like, and it's like, you got the Irish out there too, the Irish Bostonians. Just a bunch of incoherent arguing, just drunk slurs at each other. So much of the F word probably being thrown around. Shout out to Ryan Minton. Yeah, dude, that's got to be nuts. Like, that would be a horrible time. Just, hey there, it's like, what the fuck you talking about, just a bunch of Bill Burrs fighting a bunch of groundskeeper willies. Jesus Christ. I was like, right, come on. You drank all the beer, what? Right? All these Scots, huh? They drank all the beer, right? Come on. Right? Huh? You know what I mean? I gotta go to Saudi Arabia to get a lot of money. And then the Scots are like, go back to Saudi, you bastard. But shout out to Boston. May your booze ever be drank, and I hope the Scottish come back more and drink more of your alcohol, because alcoholism is wrong. Right, Zach? Right. I can make you say anything I want to. This is funny. Watching the guy walk up down the road. I don't know where he's going. He's just going to somebody's house across the street, throwing out some trash, checking to see if the trash is done. No, not yet. But that's okay. Yeah, it's trash day here in Zach and JP's Burnout Hijinks, where the hijinks burn out, and so are we. And let's see, what else we got? We want to talk about... Yeah, but I don't know. The whole Scottish people drinking thing, like, I would like to see that conversation, like, that competition. Scottish versus the Irish versus the annoying Bostonian people. That's got to be super fun. And, like, I wonder how many Scots were like, oh, I threw some tea bags into the harbour for you lads, so that you could go have you a wee bit of a drinky, because you know, you're nothing but a bunch of English. And then they say the F slurs, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's nothing but F slurs constantly towards and back to each other. And they're, probably other ones too. You know what you're doing, Boston. Zach, you know what your people are doing. But no, it's fun. Let me check the headphones. Usually we got Ryan here to do the headphones, but I'll rock them for a little bit here while we're doing this. It's got very good night and good luck vibes, you know what I mean? It's very fun here at Zach and JP's Burnout Hijinks. I hope I haven't been talking like that the whole time, because that would be off-putting. Yeah, no, this whole thing has been this is a fun episode this week. We were supposed to have, shout out to Oscar Gomez. We love you, buddy. Like, we objectively agree that you were one of the best guests we've had on the show. Shout out to all the other guests, too. But you're nothing compared to Oscar Gomez. The dude can talk. He knows how to... He's a personable person. Knows how to talk on mic and knows how to talk on camera. He's a good man. So we'll get you back on the show, bud. I'm sorry about all the lackadaisical, all the fucking vacationing people wanted to. I mean, Zach's here. He's just not all here. You know what I mean? Like, he's there. He's just not all there. Right, Zach? Tell the people how you feel, Zach. You really just... Man, we'll cut it there. Do a fun cut there. No, I'm just kidding. We're not going to do any cuts. No, Zach, as you know, we don't edit shit, as Zach likes to say. But this may be the first time where we lie about that. We might be lying. Might be telling you a little bit of an old fib there, Call me a little bit of a Fibber McGee there, But Zach, how has Boston been treating you when you return? It's good. I like it. Okay, that's very interesting. So how do you feel about the Europeans and their heat wave thing? Fuck them? Yeah, that's what I figured you would say. But let's see. What else did you want me to talk about? What other topics did you have? Oh, the reflecting pool, you say? Other people are talking about this here reflecting pool thing. Nuts. That's wackadoo. Who wants to talk about the reflecting pool? Some sort of pool of reflection? That sounds horrible. Where's that at? DC. Okay. And who did it? No one knows. Jesus Christ. Yeah, we didn't do any research for this. I think it turned green for a little bit. But then people said, no, that's just the reflection of the sky, because the sky is green. And then I was like, are you colorblind? And the person said, yes. So, but no, the reflecting pool is green. And it's really funny with how it sets up now. It looks exactly like a putt-putt lawn. Like, it looks like lane 1 at putt-putt. Like, it looks like because there's, I don't remember what's down at the end. Triumph of the Arc, I don't know. It sounds right. But, like, they've got that little circle thing there at the end of the reflecting pool. There's the Washington Monument. There's the Washington Boner, sticking straight up at the one end. And then you got the reflecting pool, and then there's a big circle. But it just looks like a putt-putt thing. Like, it literally looks like hole 1 at putt-putt. And if you're not familiar with putt-putt, then you are not from North Carolina. Putt-putt is mini golf. Is a mini golf thing. And if putt-putt's not a North Carolina thing, then I'm misinformed and I've been lied to, because I was told that putt-putt was started right here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. So I hope that people haven't been lying to me my whole life about putt-putt golf starting here. Because they used to have, like, the giraffe and stuff. I think some guy actually bought they have, like, that's, like, the first putt-putt that had animals in it. We'll get back to the reflecting pool here in a minute, because I'm sure I know everybody wants to hear my hot political takes on it, because apparently water is a political thing. Because it is. But surprisingly, we'll get to that here in a second. But yeah, like, there's actually a couple people here. There's a house here in Fayetteville where somebody bought 2 of the animals from the original putt-putt, thing here, and they're just in their yard. Because the original putt putt actually was a fun, like, for a little bit it was a skate spot here in Fayetteville. Like when I was in high school, I wasn't a skater, but I was skater adjacent. Very, very scared of hurting myself, so skateboarding was never really my thing. Even though I do fall down a lot, but I can control how I can fall down when I fall down. When a skateboard makes me fall down, I can't control that, you know. But like, yeah, they used to be a big skate spot, I think, and then like just a big hangout. And then eventually they walled it all up. After it got shut down, it was a skate spot, and then it got walled up, or they put a fence around it, and then just one day they just clear everything out. No, I think it's a dentist office or something. But yeah, just putt putt golf. Shout out to putt putt. Times of enjoyment spent there. Minutes of enjoyment, I'm sure, were spent there by me. But yeah, let's see what else we got. The reflecting pool. We were talking about the reflecting pool, but yeah, water is political now. Because it's basically like a statement of, you know, just how the country is going. It's like a really good reflection of how the country is right now as a nation. We need to come together and say that the reflecting pool business is fucking dumb. And that our this whole administration is just, you know, a bunch of retards. There, I said it, but it's fine. I'm not allowed. Like, that's their words, not mine. Not the male person. No, there's another person driving by. Did you see me rolling? Oh my god. Okay, there's a guy. You see him? He's a guy in a wheelchair rides by. But I live on the top of a mountain, like basically, or a big hill. And he goes up and down the hill both ways. Like I'm at the top of it. Like, so either way, it's downhill. It's the ASMR segment, by the way. And I'm just watching this guy go fucking balls to the wall down the hill. Wait, do you live there? Wait, I'm very confused. Maybe he lives there in that corner. Nope. Yeah, he's just going down the hill. Nuts. Nutso. But yeah, I feel like the reflecting pool is just kind of like a kind of, you know, it's emblematic of what's going on with this nation. Like, it's bringing us together to make fun of it. But it's also like the fact that like we're gross and green and in the open, and like I really feel like we're dying at green because it's a sign that we're going to Greenland next. That's what I was saying. I told you this, Zach. I was working on my Sleepy Trump because I feel like that's the one. Like everybody, all the Trump impressions now are still old Trump, like when he was young and virile and not like a sleepy old dying man. I mean, he was a dying man, but he wasn't sleepy at the time. Now we could call him Sleepy John, or Sleepy John. Let's start calling him Sleepy John. Shout out to John. That's why I don't go by John anymore. It's because like if I don't want to be associated with the president. Oh God, the guy's going back down the hill. He's going down the hill fast. Why is he going so fast? All right. But yeah, no, I'm working on my Sleepy John impression. Be like, I need a nappy. I am so tired. I haven't slept in so long. I've been taking so much Adderall to stay up all night so I can doom scroll on Truth Social, my social media. I post very good posts there, and I need to check them. I need to see what people are saying about my good posts, my very good posts. What do you think, Zach? How do you think of Sleepy Trump? I'm so tired. I need a nap. I just want to go to bed. I'm so tired. There's a trash truck, so I cut my stuff off. You can't hear it in the microphone, but like in my head, you might have been able to hear that. That might have been a pickup. Did you think the mics picked that up? I can't hear it in the headphones, but I can hear how loud it is outside of the headphones. Let me cut the headphones volume all the way up, so that way that's all I can hear. Yeah. Lolly lulay low. Yeah. But here's some other impressions I've been working on. Working on my let's see. Oh, I haven't been working on it, but this is just an impression I can do now that I've got the mic this close. Colonel. What do you think of that? No, Solid Snake? You like it? No? Me neither. It's okay. Well, I did get through all the news. Well, we were talking about the reflecting pool. I kind of got off on the tangent of Dontron. Dontron. God, I wish more people would get that nickname that I gave for Donald Trump that I have for the Mr. President, but it's okay. I spend too much time online. But I think this is about good for the outside segment. It's hot. I don't want the gear to get too hot, right? We don't want the gear to get too hot. And we'll probably just cut back to that's like all the news really we wanted to talk about. There's no end in sight for the reflecting pool. Scottish win. Scottish beat the Irish. Drinking. That's pretty cool. And what was the first thing you wanted to talk about? The Europeans are pussies when it comes to being hot. So back to you in the studio, you guys. And we're back in the studio. Transition way. So Zach, it was very informative what we did outside. All that cool talking that we were doing. Very informative. Very cool. That's, I think, going to be the episode for tonight, though. What do you think? Ah, you're a skeleton. Cool. This has been Zach and JP's Burnout Hijinks, where the hijinks are burnout, and so are we. I'm JP. This is Zach. And now that we're back from the studio, we're going to go out in space. Whenever you're out in space and you feel out of place, remember that you can always stop breathing because there's no oxygen. And where do you begin? And you can finally start dying. I don't know. We're working on stuff. This could be an outro for a show. Could not be. Probably isn't. Yes, this has been Zach JP's Burnout Hijinks. Where the hijinks are burnout, so are we. Goodbye. And good luck. And have a beautiful time. And that's my shout out to Ryan Minton. Yeah, that's it. Goodbye. Bye. Say goodbye, Zach. Goodbye, Zach. All right, there you go.